I'm going to continue with this whole dating experience, kind of use my story as a backlog of what not to do for all of you out there. I have talked with many people recently about the whole saga of getting to know your mate, your future person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. I'm actually shocked and surprised, however, at how many people are just interested in the here and now. And when I say here and now, I mean, hey baby, send me a picture. Let me see what it is you look like right now because I'm in the mood to flirt. Gosh, I don't know. Something about that just makes me want to vomit. So I've had those mistakes. I've been that chick that wakes up in the morning and open my eyes and I feel the grit of sand underneath my thighs. And I look over and hence there's a beached whale right next to me. And when I talk about beer goggles are real, I'm not joking. I've been there, done that. And I'm checking myself and I'm like, please tell me that this person who is equivalent to a mammal laying next to me is not somebody that I partook in any kind of intimate action with. And then I had to take that deep, deep breath of realizing that, oh my God, I must have been plastered. Because there is no way that this would have happened with any other circumstance. And I have to make light of it. I have to make a joke because the world we live in right now is just a hot mess. And the fact that I contributed to any other ridiculous story out there about the whole getting to know somebody scene based on ill behavior, it's embarrassing. It is. Needless to say, I am a Christian. Oh my goodness. I mean, with the many of Christians that live down here in the South and post up together and, you know, they're living together and I think all they really care about is that they look really good when they go to church on Sunday. It no longer matters to me what the definition or the opinion of another Christian is. I'm not living my life for them. I'm trying to live my life as a believer. And to live in freedom, that would mean take my own inventory and say, this behavior would be out of line and it doesn't exactly fall into edification of my own spirit and soul. So I'm speaking of very real decisions I made, or lack thereof decisions, because I was intoxicated back in the days when dating was that thing to do. And let me give you an offer of hope. If you've made the same mistakes that I have and many other people maybe would want to sweep under the rug or lie about having done, the reality is we do make mistakes. And so how do we pick up and carry on? When you are looking at the person that wants to take you to breakfast after you've had some rendezvous that you can't recall on the beach and you're like, are you a nice person or not? And they put on that facade that, you know, hey, let's get together tomorrow because intimacy is important. Let me just update you with how I would respond to things like that. Run as fast as you can. Just take off and don't look back. Just chalk it up as, Jesus, I need a clean slate on this one. Check yourself at the dock and carry on. But in this particular situation, this was some years ago for me, I simply was like, oh, hell to the no. This dude is asking me why it is that I do not like intimacy. And I'm looking at him and I'm trying to not projectile vomit all over, you know, my pastry and coffee. And I'm just like, this was a mistake. Do you not understand? Like, there's nothing in me, in and of myself, who would have chosen to partake in any kind of touching or close proximity to you whatsoever had I not been completely obliterated. So I'm so sorry, but yeah, the fact that you want to then now point out the fact that we're all human beings and we need love and attention and physical touch couldn't come at a more pertinent, pathetic time. Because really, I just want to say, get serious. This ain't going nowhere. From this moment forward, you are on that big, huge mistake list. And I am repeating this one. I can laugh about it because I'm only partly being facetious, because this is what I wanted to get to. When men are instantly like, their brain, like, you haven't even hooked up, right? But their brain is like, well, tell me about yourself and what is it that you like? My first 3 rules of criteria for people not to date would be those people. And I'm certainly going to give invitation to any other female out there who wants to, like, admit that you're absolutely sickened when somebody is like, so, what do you like? Or they're like, well, intimacy is important. So, what do you find to be, I can't even voice it because I think it's gross. But anyway, so let's just dumb this down to simplicity. Females, get serious. If a guy is dateable, under no circumstances, under whatsoever, should he be talking about his needs being met intimately from the bedroom perspective within 6 months. I mean, if he were with me, he'd learn really quick, like, get serious. You have to put a ring on my finger. You have to at least be somewhat enticing. I don't really know why you think that someone like you offering these suggestions would actually be able to get with somebody like me. But okay, I'm just going to walk because I don't have the temperance or the patience to even entertain answering your question. But for other people that have been where I've been before and you're faced with such an onslaught of stupidity, it's easier just to say, get down with Jesus, okay? You make him your Lord and Savior. See a few miracles here and there. Be willing to pray for him and profess him in public. And then give me a ringy ding. And I get it. You might need that, year to work that out and all that stuff. But when you do come back around, if you should, we are not going to be talking about a thing that has to do with the bedroom, really, because I don't need to. There's a million other men out there that are down with Jesus and they're willing to hold fast to biblical standards and cherish me and love me in the ways that God says, that this is an easy skip over. I'm sorry, not to be mean, but I'm not interested in how many muscles you can flex or what you look like naked. I don't really care if you think you can please me indefinitely. I'm not into that. Yeah, I don't have whore on my forehead. Just saying. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying I won't lower my standards. So that kind of means you're out of the running. So here's your free pass. Bye-bye. See you later. This is my number. Don't call me. I'm sorry we met. And you might want to check out some chick down the street who's desperate and who might kind of be willing to be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll send you a picture. And oh yeah, sure, when do you want to meet up after midnight? Yeah, sorry, just not that girl. And I am definitely being sarcastic in every way possible to the extreme that I can possibly muster up on purpose.